One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Notre Dame's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Owens. There he goes. The 50, the 40, the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Aggies! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Play fake, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Grab, go to the middle. It's Gilbert. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese.
He's got it down the field. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. From the red zone, it's Mobley. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Motion from the back. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Motion from the wideout. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3-and-out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Reed shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Horton. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Grabbed behind the line, it's Owens. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Running inside, it's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Throwing Reed. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. Now here's Reed. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got it, beat down in bounds. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Takes the easy completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad.
It's a seam wide open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Might have a chance. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Throwing, Carr. They're setting up the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. To the air. It's Carr. Right on the money.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He's running free down the middle. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside the... to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Here's Carr to throw. Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Reed to throw. There's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Reed. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Reed. Looking to scramble. The throw. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Carr. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. It's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Williams. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Snags it and he's open. He's at the 10. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Irish. The extra point here would tie the game.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Throwing Reed. Pressure coming. He's on the move. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back. He finds the holes.
Got a little grass. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. You're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. after the 4-yard completion on first down. Now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
He wants to change this route. And send the tight end in motion. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Maybe a crease. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen.
Makes the catch and he's free. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40 and it's 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's got him this time. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame right back to the line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to it. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. C.J. Carr firing again. Makes a catch. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown by the Irish. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Here's Reed to throw. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. A run for the quarterback. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. There's a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most.
Breaks into the open. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Edwards. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll take it himself. Could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Carr plucks it out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Sweet cut there. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Carr. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. 4th down, Carr. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Right on target this time. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Irish punch back.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, that's one of those when you walk back to the huddle and you're just kicking yourself and you're going to go to the quarterback and be like, bro, I got you next time. My bad. But those tight ends work the middle of the field so magically and convert those big 3rd downs for you, but just a big drop on 3rd down.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Gets the back moving. Here's Carr to throw. Quick completion on the out.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Swings it out to the flat. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Play action, C.J. Carr. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Carr, hit as he throws. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
This time it's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
The run inside. It's Williams. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's when they're going to regret trailing late.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hauls it in. They're able to keep him out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Under fire. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Lets it fly. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And now I'm just saying one more stop. Come on, guys. We know they're passing the football. We know they got to get to the end zone for them to beat us. We are not going to let that happen. We're going to play deep to shallow, tackle them in bounds. This ball game's over. One more play for this defense.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get it, and he's into the end zone. Time has expired. They're an extra point away from winning it.
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Go kick that thing through the uprights, and you get the big W.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.